Hello all, it's James Johnson aka Sulphurblade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome to Yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. So, I quite loved the first Yes, Your Grace game. I'm pretty sure I did it on channel. Though I don't remember. I've done so many videos at this point that they all just kind of run together. But yeah, I really do think I did do the first Yes, Your Grace on channel. And I plan to try to do Yes, Your Grace Snowfall in this Let's Play. However, before we start this, I want to express that there's a chance this might not go very well. So from what I'm reading about Yes, Your Grace and the reviews, there's a lot of negative reviews. And I thought, well, that's odd. Yes, Your Grace was like a masterpiece of an indie game. It was obviously made with a ton of love and passion. And when you go through the reviews, you see a whole lot of "this is an amazing game" type comments. And then you find the negative ones, and they're almost all related to game bugs. Game-breaking game bugs. Game freezing, game soft locking, etc., etc. There's just an ocean of these evidently game-breaking bugs that are why this game is currently doesn't have an overwhelmingly positive review score, because it has released with evidently bugs that break your progress. Not because the game is bad, but because the bugs are bad, and nobody wants bugs. But the game itself, according to the other reviews that say good things about it, the game is fun and it's great. So I'm willing to dodge the minefield of bugs, and I'm going to do it with you. I have not played the game yet. I haven't looked at a single video of the game yet. I'm going into this completely blind with you guys. Let's go. Yes, Your Grace is a game about tough choices. It will be impossible to satisfy the needs of every petitioner. Sometimes your subjects will have spiteful intentions, and sometimes life will get in the way. If you simply have enough resources at the end of each week, that's good enough. Okay, language English tutorial enabled. I can disable the tutorial. Okay, we'll see what the tutorial's about.
What's the difference between a common man and a king? Both make mistakes, but a king's decisions affect the lives of many. One decision in particular still weighs heavy on the heart of the King of Davon. This story starts with a pledge to bestow the hand of his unborn daughter. Years passed, until one day the barbarians came, demanding what had been promised. To protect Lorsulia, Eric invited his wealthy neighbors to forge an alliance. Perhaps it was King Talus's desperate search for a book to cure his wife that enticed him to visit. A deal was struck that sealed the fate of Lorsulia, an army in exchange for a wedding to Talus's son. Amidst the splendor of the wedding, King Talus took a fatal sip from a tainted chalice. In the heat of the moment, King Eric was accused of murder. With the promised armies withdrawn and Lorsulia whisked away to the faraway capital of Atana, Eric found himself embroiled in a royal trial and proved his innocence. With Atana's forces ready to help, Eric marched his army to defeat the hordes of barbarians once and for all. But the battle revealed Davon's true enemy, Prince Ivo of Atana, who ignored the signal to join the battle. By sheer luck, Eric emerged victorious, but the victory tasted bitter upon his tongue. To Eric's despair, Lorsulia was now in the hands of a traitor. Nothing could have been done to prevent the inevitable. The murder of Eric's daughter marked the beginning of countless witch hunts. Ivo used her image as an excuse to cleanse the land of Davon by fire as his armies descended upon Grevno Castle. The siege of Grevno lasted for weeks and shook its walls to their core. But at last, Eric's wit, bravery, and enduring alliances brought the conflict to an end. Ivo was put to justice, and Davon enjoyed peace for the first time in months. The slow process of healing and rebuilding had begun. But in the archives of Grevno, a certain rare book still lies in wait. It will fuel a new wave of deceit.
Well, that's a little bit of foreshadowing. So it's been a little while since I played the first game, and I hope that this overview was to your satisfaction, Your Grace. I still have many details to write up, and thus this is only the beginning. So, some of what we just saw in that interlude made some sense to me. I was having a little bit of a hard time keeping up with it. If I'm understanding this right, our daughter, which is, I'm playing the Grace, which is a king, and he's married from what I remember. Our daughter has been killed, has been accused of being a witch by the person we married her off to, who was supposed to be the alliance that was going to save us from the barbarians, but he never showed up. And so then we ended up going to war with the other kingdom that we married our daughter to, who then killed our daughter. Because, yeah, none of that happened at the end of the last game. And at the end of the last game, I think was, just surviving the barbarian army coming down and attacking is somewhere around the end of the game, from what I remember. Granted, I haven't played it in a while. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have played through the game just before playing this one, so I'd be caught up with what's going on. But I'm a little fuzzy right now. I'll admit it. I'm not quite sure I completely follow what's going on. Hopefully that's not going to matter too much. We'll see. Would you like to answer my questions now, or would you rather have me fill in the blanks? Are you sure we don't already have the records? We found a final save from Yes, Your Grace, and can automatically answer most questions from that data. Well, use my old save. Found a file. Alright, hopefully this works, as nothing's happening. Not to mention, I would think that save data is probably on a different drive on the computer than what this game is currently installed on. I wonder if that'll cause issues. Do I need to click anything? Or do I just need to be patient and wait?
Oh.
Ah, yes, you're right. As always, Your Grace.
In Badozoyo.
There is, however, one detail that is not recorded. What did you choose to do with Lord Ivo? I have no idea. Well, if what I just watched is true, I probably would have executed him.
Tinjawa with them. Would they? Nibe well.
I know some of these events can't have been a pleasure to recall, Your Grace.
Dawa.
But it's important we set the record accurately.
Wow.
Nonetheless, it's been a year since the battle with Atana.
Neo.
Many things have happened since.
Aboyo.
A newborn baby, new allies in trouble,
Badulao.
and new threats arise. Cold months approaching.
Bodugozoa.
And the flames that keep everyone warm at night still rage in the king's mind. Your Grace, everyone is getting impatient. I will just grab something warm and put on the crown. Click the left mouse button on the floor, or use A and D to move around the room. To interact with objects, click on them with the left mouse button or press F. F? Guess that's... Trouble keeps coming to our door, doesn't it? I have my own family to take care of. He is an old friend, though. Eric, what now? Any thoughts?
What?
Hang on, lad. Honestly, if I had known it would end like this, I wouldn't have come here. I've no idea how he found your castle. I didn't want to endanger your family.
Naka.
You're putting us in a tough spot here, Jacob. Without your help, we will be forced to give up our lands to Kafka. So he sent us some wine. Maybe it's a gesture of goodwill. I'm at war with Kafka, and you are really willing to drink this? What if it's poisoned? Clearly he knew I was coming here. He's always 2 steps ahead, as cunning as he is wealthy. Unless you want him as your neighbor, we should work together.
Anna.
Eric, a moment.
Go.
Darling,
Kinama.
I told you this isn't just a friendly visit.
Samanama.
Old friends don't just appear out of nowhere, not wanting anything.
Ula.
You don't have to help him.
Abawa.
I feel like we're already in this mess.
Abawoy.
Am I supposed to let him bleed out?
Anama.
The prince and I also need your help. He is not getting any better.
Abawa.
Of course, I'm worried about our son.
Wabakubaye.
Jacob is not wrong, though. Next thing you know, Kafka will come for us. What then?
Abawa.
It is not better to let Jacob deal with him instead of waging a full-blown war?
Dimona.
And he brings his son with him? Is that to try and sway us?
Amuna.
Like we don't have enough kids around? But you said I will be able to look through the books after this.
No.
Timo, just give us a moment.
Ew.
Maybe later.
Go away.
Eric, have you made up your mind?
Wawa dabayo.
Wojcik the bear saved Sedina's life during the last battle last year, but he's getting a bit too large to manage.
Ua.
Better not wake him up. Father told me you have leshies in Davern. Don't worry, if we ever encounter one, I will protect you. Or if that bear in the corner starts being mean. Whoa, easy there, lad. You're just starting out. Alright. Is everything alright? I've heard the prince isn't doing the best. He will get out of it, right? The things we do for family, huh?
Abawa.
I don't actually have any men or resources to help you. We will have to play it smart.
Bakubaye.
You have to find a way to provoke him and lead him straight to Grevno.
Wandabayo.
Once he gets here, we will ambush him from an outpost and crush him against the walls.
Oh no.
But the wall?
The
The queen has a fair point. After your war with Atana, there doesn't seem to be much wall left.
Ikabawoy.
Don't worry, by the time you get there and back, the wall will be fixed. Fair. I hope I can count on you. One last thing. Can I leave my son with you? He will be safer here, and besides, it's difficult to travel with him.
Anna.
Eric? She's coming. She's coming. Not now, Sidani. She's coming.
Oh.
Can we be done now?
Nana.
I've got this. I appreciate it, Eric. Chapter 1, Sing Before Breakfast, Cry Before the Night.
Ibawa.
Big plans, Your Grace, big plans.
Ibawa.
Lord Jacob's visit wasn't in our favor, but we will manage.
Bye.
Nonetheless, duty calls. The people of Davern will queue in the throne room to petition you.
Bye.
Many are struggling since our war with Atana. There is not always enough to go around. Let us hope for a smooth week then. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Help and oh, Your Grace. After we've dealt with the petitioners, please see the general in the council room. I believe he has some information regarding possible outpost sites. Click on a petitioner with the left mouse button to call them forward.
Noma.
Don't fret, darling. The decision has been made. We will work it out.
Anomaka.
I suppose new company might be good for Sidani.
Sure for Nama.
Can you check on her? She's so excited about her sister visiting, and we kind of brushed her off.
Bye.
Of course, my beloved.
Go.
Oh yes, before I leave,
Pona.
what do you want to do with the wine? I will hand it out to the people. It might sway some grumpy minds towards us.
Kinama.
At least it's not going to be wasted.
Ana.
I will let the servants know.
No.
That's my cue.
Aniona.
I will feed them and maybe try to get some sleep.
Una.
Good luck out there. Click on the inventory button or press I to open the inventory menu. +10 versus illness or +10 versus against all traits if agent is addicted. Okay.
Hero.
Your Grace, I come beseeching some aid.
Amana.
With the cold, wet weather, our fence posts don't hold up like they used to.
Manoma.
Well, last night I woke up to find all my livestock gone a roaming.
Ganamoda.
Pigs, sheep, cattle. Can't find a one, and I'm a farmer, so see, so it's a sorry situation.
Doroba.
Please, Your Grace, spare some strong hands to help round up all our stock. In order to help a petitioner satisfy their needs by allocating your agent's time, fill up the Fill up the satisfaction bar to the first green point. Click on an agent to send them to complete the task. To the first green point. I can't seem to click on these points at all. Okay.
Obawa.
This sounds urgent indeed. I hope this will be enough to help you.
Aya.
Your Grace, all my thanks.
Mana.
In hard times, a ruler's true legacy is forged. Forsooth.
Noma.
Our little village won't soon forget this. When you help petitioners, you will gain prosperity. The more prosperity you have, the more wealthy your lands are. Higher prosperity will result in higher taxes. All right. Now this is probably the lady we're not going to be able to help because we just helped him.
Ina.
Please hear me out, Your Grace.
Tavandemo.
A vicious storm blew through our township last night, snapping pines like they were twigs.
Estima.
Now there's a real mess. Fallen trees everywhere, roofs smashed in.
Sade Avon.
In the end, perhaps it will make for plenty of firewood, but we need help to clean up and make repairs, Your Grace.
Estebo.
We're short of tools, but even some food would help. Please lend us your support. Fallen logs, huh? Okay, well, I guess.
Double.
There, I hope this will be enough for you.
Ho.
Thank Perun and thank Your Grace, our prayers are answered.
Stebono.
We will rebuild all the stronger in honor of our king.
Bye bye bye.
Well done, Your Grace. That's all for this week's requests.
Bye wo.
Now let's see what General had in mind for the outposts. Click on the throne to step down. To leave the room, walk to the side or click on the castle map button. Alright. The castle view allows you to travel to your chosen locations. W, A, and D to select locations and then press F to confirm. I guess we're going here, huh? Ah, Your Grace, it's great to see you.
Oi doi.
I have an update on our plan to help Lord Jacob. Why is Baron Kafka at war with Lord Jacob?
Oi bye. Bye Nibo.
Baron Kafka has been aggressively expanding trade routes to support his wine business.
Oi badu oi.
He's building a major trade route that will connect him directly with our enemies in Atana.
But do you what?
It goes right through Lord Jacob's land, leaving him stranded in terms of trade.
Oi day.
I think it's his late wife's property. Not sure, but it seems the land has a sentimental value to him.
Oi day bo.
A strong trade relationship between Kafka and Atana will surely leave us at a disadvantage as well. Let's hear the details.
Boy.
We need to ensure Kafka doesn't know he's walking into a trap.
Badu.
Did you manage to finesse my plan?
Day.
Certainly.
Oi but day.
We need to gather a few basic supplies to create an outpost, and we can drive Kafka right where we want him.
Oi day.
I found 3 sites that could be suitable. Each has its strengths and weaknesses.
Oi day bo.
Take a look at your map and mark the locations you wish us to prepare. I will take care of the rest.
Badu oi.
We have 3 weeks to decide.
Evil.
Here, these supplies should be a good starting
Do
point.
you what?
And of course, the wall.
Oh,
The wall, yes.
well.
What do we need?
Oi, buddy.
The master builder is awaiting you at the construction site. He will be able to provide more details.
Oi,
It might be tough, but with a little bit of luck, we can do it in time. Press tab to open the kingdom menus. Switch tabs to view the map of Davern. You can save the game mid-week by interacting with the archives in the console room. The archives in the console room.
Boa.
How are you getting on, Timo? Do you have everything you need? Sidani already showed me my room. Thank you very much for allowing me to stay, Your Grace.
Shanamaka.
Psst, Timo.
Ipatama.
It's yes, Your Grace.
Sabiwa.
Won't be long before your father is back.
Wa.
Hello, am I? Yeah, I don't remember what I used to call her. I'm gonna go with Pumpkin, because that sounds like something I would say.
Aye.
Father, you would embarrass me in front of our guests?
Boy.
Eddie is Pumpkin. Yes, Father. Are you preparing for Asalia's arrival?
Obawa.
I hear you've had a letter from your sister. Wait, you knew? Asalia is visiting us in 8 weeks? Should I get her a pet? A sword? That's too grand. She'll think I care. It's Asalia we're talking about. It's been so long and there is so much pressure. Challenge her to a duel. You could perform a song.
Sabayo.
You do have a nice voice. Your sister would be proud. No, that would not be special enough. It must be something truly grand. Something unforgettable that screams Asalia. Luckily, I also have Timo to help me. We could read her a book. How about this one? Timo, this is serious. She won't be impressed by that.
Wow.
Be nice to your guest, Pumpkin. I'm sorry, it's just all very stressful. What if I tell you a little about Asalia? She's adventurous, rides bison, fights with swords. She loved to do various pranks too. The archives in the council room. Oh, that must be this. Alright, we're gonna save a lot because of the game being supposedly buggy. Alright, we're gonna go to the wall.
Yeah.
Your Grace. How does it look?
Ida.
It seems these repairs will never end.
Zadu.
The war with Atana caused a great deal of damage to Grevno's defenses, Your Grace.
What the hell?
Rebuilding something grand for the second time is always a challenge, but our dedication to the effort is paying off.
What the?
The wall and its garrisons will soon gleam as good as new.
Abo.
That is just as I hoped to hear.
Abo.
I will certainly sleep better when Grevno is behind strong walls again.
Wadarabiwa.
To say nothing about our plan to ambush Lord Jacob's enemies without the wall will fail.
Right there.
Speaking of, there is just a small tiny problem, Your Grace.
Awa.
Of course, let's hear it.
What the hey?
The recent limestone deliveries are thinner and thinner.
Right there.
We're missing some rocks that would help us build the whole thing.
What the?
We need to worry. It's nothing huge. We just need 3 tons, and it will be done.
Oh, boy.
I'm sure the king has the right connections.
Abo boy.
Very well. I will see what can be done. To view archives, click on the Archives button or press Tab to open Kingdom menus. Click on the Archives button or press Tab to open. Here we are, Archives. Archives keep track of what's happening in the kingdom. Here you will find reminders of your current and completed tasks. We're coming in lighter. Explore 0. I'm supposed to explore these? During last year's war, Atana left nothing but a field of despair. Rumors say the village is haunted, filled with old rags and bones. It might take some extra convincing for our men to stay at this location. Kafka's army might not be aware of these rumors, but surely even they won't think to try to look through the rubble. The location is closest to Grevno, meaning it will be the easiest to push the enemy towards the mall. It's best to return to this location once we gather enough supplies or consider the other areas. Lord Jacob will cross the northern footbridge, and Kafka's army will shortly follow. If our armies lie in wait on the riverbank, we will be able to surprise the enemy and control their direction. The thick canes and grass should provide us with more than enough of a hiding spot. The location looks like a good choice for the outpost, even though it requires a little more work to prepare. The location is not far, but the mud and the cold might prove challenging. What is with this stuff? Kirby Thicket. Kirby Thicket is a maze to the enemy, but well known to us. If we built an outpost in the thicket, our soldiers could hide themselves among the trees and attack when the enemy rides through, pushing them towards our walls. The drawback is that this is the furthest location from our castle. It will take longer to push Kafka towards the wall. The woods are also challenging from a visibility standpoint. Total chaos seems just as likely as success, to be frank. Still, time is short, and supplies are few. Choosing this site would be better than nothing. What's this? Grevno outskirts explored? Right, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Region map? The yellow next button means all required tasks are complete. You can continue the week to finish optional or side tasks. When you're ready, press the button to move to the next week. Yellow next turn button. That's this, okay. Choose an outpost location by the end of week 3. Gather 3 tons of limestone to rebuild the wall. There's an outhouse. King Eric, how's it going?
Abawa.
Rather informal way to greet your king, don't you think? Sorry, Your Grace. I am more the sort of person who talks with my hands, understand? He talks with his hands, and I'm gonna say, tell me more?
Kubai.
With your hands, yeah? They do look very strong. Your Grace, what would the Queen say? Unfortunately, I'm very busy right now. I'm Vesa, professional stone crusher at your Grace's service. Thank you for your work. You break stone by hand? With tools, silly, but I bet there's no nut in the world I couldn't crack. If you're a gambling man, maybe we'll put it to the test someday. I think I'd better get back to my duties. That would be all, Vesa. Can I talk to this guy here? Your Grace? How much did you say you needed? 3 tons, Your Grace. Seems like you've not ordered much just yet. Come back when you have some more. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Can you remind me who's in the dungeon again? Who would you like to speak with, Your Grace? The spy? Let's see what the spy has to say right away. Your Grace, I beg a word. That's why I brought you here. Say your truth. I'm an illustrator. Well, I may be in prison for espionage, but at heart my calling is to render the world in image by hand.
Super turnover.
I've been scratching at the stones here for weeks, but they yield no expression. Please, Your Grace, I beg you just a quill and some ink, or even a few finger paints.
Hello?
I know I've done wrong by this kingdom, but am I no longer human? Art supplies, you say. Alright. I will see you receive some materials, but nothing sharp. Bless you, Your Grace. I will make for you such a gift. I guess I will talk to the people in the dungeon. May I speak to the thief? Right away. Your Grace? I never expected to see you in your graceful person. What brought you to my prison cell? It was Your Grace's pleasure to sentence me for stealing. I can't lie, Your Grace. It were me what done it. I could tell you I just wanted to feed my family, and that's what it were at first. But I just got used to it. Set me eyes on bigger and bigger, and here we are. I got some regret for sure. At least it sounds like you're being honest about what you've done. Honesty's me only choice, Your Grace. I been that person. I done those things. Now I do my time. 15 years. My daughter will grow up without knowing me.
Oh.
15 years. You should be released. The law says what it says. I would like more information, more time to think about this, than to be tossed in a decision like this right off the bat. What does the law say? The law says what it says. It is only right you should regret your crimes, and my prison taught you that regret. I'm sorry for the course your life has taken, but this is how I maintain order. Aye, law says what it says, and dungeon is what it is. Declining petitioners will cause your population happiness to fall. When happiness falls to 0, your kingdom will fall. Well, that was unfortunate. Let's the priest of Etana. There was some kind of fanatic in my memory. Serves me well. Bring him. Oh, calamity! The throne room of King Eric, seat of the sins of Davern. May his land freeze in the cleansing it deserves. You are priest of Etana, I take it. A lowly one such as me cannot aspire to priesthood. No, I am just a humble servant of the faith, called to spread the message in this sinful country. For that I was thrown in prison. They called it agitating. What kind of righteous land is this, when those of different faiths cannot speak? If you have nothing to fear from our God, then why am I in prison? If we cannot tolerate differences, then we will always be at war. You speak quite a lot. Would you like to die instead? I have no mercy for a preacher of hatred from the land of our enemy. I would be happy to silence your tongue for all time. Just execute me. I've been rotting in this cell so long, I might as well be dead. But my death will inspire the believers. In that case, sentence him to hard labor. You may serve out your time doing some labor for this kingdom. Undo the harm of your tongue with the hard work of your hands. It is all as my God wills. Okay. Wait, wasn't there somebody else? Oh, I guess that's it. Right, well, I didn't walk this way. Just takes me out to here. Shop? I don't see a shop. How am I supposed to gather 3 tons of limestone? Hmm.
Wah da da bee wah. Boo wah.
Yeah, how am I supposed to do that? Hmm. Alright, well, I don't see anything else to do this turn, so we're gonna go to the next turn. The prosperity you received last week can now be converted to gold. Press and hold the collect taxes button to start converting. What's the difference here? Do I want to totally collect all the prosperity? Leave it at 25? It told me to take it all, so I'm just gonna take it all. And then just hit next. What are these buttons down here? In this tab you can view your royal agents. They are an important part of keeping your population happy. Be sure to pay their salaries to refresh their action points. Well, these guys really sucked up the money. So let me get this straight. I'm the king. I have a kingdom. I collect, what was it, like 60 some ducats of gold during the week, and I gave 40 of which from the entire kingdom went into the hands of 2 people. I feel like they're richer than I am. Yeah, I'm the guy who's supposedly the king, and they're getting all the money. Okay. In the transaction panel, you can see an overview of this week's transactions. You can paid Stan, paid Alina. Okay, what's clear tab? No transactions. Oh, everything gets reset. I see. So we recollected the taxes. Okay, that's the transactions, and then move on. Your Grace, we should pay attention to the outpost on the map. You should pick the one that you think is best, or the one that we can afford. I wonder how Timo is adjusting. He still seems so shy with me. Sidani should look after him, but it seems like her head is in the clouds a bit, and my hands are full. I'll look in on him if I can find a moment. Better see how she is managing as well. New entry. I come with a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yanka. I trade in all kinds of trinkets and artifacts, most recently rare creatures. Let me guess, goblins? Griffins? How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lions. You have my attention? The swans have stolen my lions. This sounds like nonsense. I don't enjoy wasting my time on nonsense. Is there anything you actually want, or shall I have the guards show you out? No. There's a real explanation, Your Grace. You know the Swans, right? The famous bandit gang? I was transporting some lions for a lord when the Swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lions are gone. I didn't think there were lions in Davern. It was a delivery job from Caladur, Your Grace. I thought, who'd be daring enough to attack a cart full of snarling lions? As it turned out, the swans were. Lions are extremely valuable, after all. And where do I come in? You're the lion wrangler, Yanka. How do you expect me to be able to help? At least 3 lions escaped their cages when the swans attacked my cart.
Opa.
All I ask is that you keep an eye out for them.
Mana.
If your agents ever spot one, make sure to let me know exactly where.
Na hero.
I will handle the rest and compensate you for your effort and time.
Manoma.
The local inn north of here could be a good place to start the search.
Gana moda.
Surely someone's seen something, or you could try looking for them on your own.
Boy.
Hero.
Appreciate it.
Opa.
Find me at the wall if you ever need anything, Your Grace.
Adara.
I would gladly show off my repertoire of trinkets and other useful items. Alright. Didn't I talk to her last week?
Bueno.
Ah, it's a disaster, Your Grace. All the little ones.
Is ever all?
The children in our village have fallen ill, Your Grace. They've all come up with gulp spots.
Yo.
A rash?
Festival.
Yes, always the same one. First a big red patch, then lots of little spots.
Ababa.
Then comes the fever, the itching. Please, Your Grace, the parents are all besides themselves.
Obayawa.
Your Grace, this is the perfect test for our witch.
Iwawa.
She's very skilled at treating illness. Select the restart button to start allocating resources again. Select the hourglass button to tell the petitioner to return to the queue. Select the restart button to start allocating resources again. Select the hourglass button to tell the petitioner to return to the queue. Okay, so that's to go back to the queue, and this is to allocate resources again. I don't quite understand what this all is trying to do.
Abawa.
Of course, our court witch is well versed in sickness and medicine. She will surely ease the pain.
Hey fo.
Your Grace is a merciful ruler indeed. A bitter winter is to come, but the smallest of us still need care.
Steveno.
Thank you, Your Grace. Your kindness will bring ease to the children.
Bo.
Your Grace, hear me out.
Adabo.
I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine.
Oi bakai.
The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage he wants.
Riba.
She comes home less and less often, and when she does, she gets fatter and fatter.
Oi debo.
I know that with winter on its way, it sounds like a luxury problem, but I'm worried about her nutrition.
Oi dabo.
Please send somebody to deal with my neighbor, or give me something that will help me talk him out of it. This quest requires extra agent time to complete it successfully. Commit your agent multiple times to reach the success pins. Can we just send him back in line?
Boa.
I can't send him to the back of the line. Well, what good is that button?
Đi ba cái. Đi ba. Đi ba đầy bố. Ui, double. Ui, double.
Yeah, what's the point of this? If it sent him back to the back of the line so that I could deal with him last, it would make more sense. But it just... I'm not sure I want to... Fine.
Boa.
Đi. Cái.
Ra thôi.
In dark times, things of beauty matter more than ever. Do they not, Your Grace?
Right đây.
I'm a blacksmith by trade. My forge has supplied breastplates to the king's own army.
Ra thôi.
But I've always longed to make finer work, to perform the art of silversmithing.
Ôi trời.
What say you, Your Grace? Will you help me expand the forges and spin silver with my gifts?
Đi 7.
There, this should set you on your way.
What is it?
In eternal thanks, Your Grace. I only wish to pay tribute to Davern's strength through art, the only way I know. Helping petitioners and completing your quests will increase your influence. Filling the influence bar will increase your kingdom level. Alright, well, that's good to know.
Unala.
Help me, please. Part of the sky fell down.
Boa.
Calm down, what do you mean?
Danga una.
There, I was, minding my own business when a huge smoking hunk of rock crashed down into my field.
Take it.
It came out of nowhere.
Late enuka.
I was lucky not to be underneath it. Some of my cows, though. They're mincemeat now.
Drenaka.
Please help me, Your Grace. I need to buy a few more heifers and
Oh.
clean the place up.
Boa. Boa.
Your Grace, looks like we might not have enough resources to help this person.
Wow.
At times, helping everyone is not possible.
Bye.
Let's send this peasant away and hope for the best. Oh, here's the decline button. Okay.
Cabaway.
A rock from the heavens. Sounds out of my control, sorry.
Ete enuka.
But what are we supposed to do, Your Grace? We'll go hungry this winter.
Teke.
What a lazy king.
Yawo.
Tabiwa.
Alright.
Bye. Wow. Ade badawo. Cabaway. Wanda bayo. Wow.
Awada wa hase.
I've heard so much about Davern, I can't wait to find out more.
Mokush.
Yes, Father? Your mother wanted me to check on you.
Awa.
Are you kids behaving?
Ulu.
Oh, good thing you're here, Father.
Alakani.
I have an idea how to welcome Asalia a proper welcome.
Ona.
Do you want to see? Of course, Pumpkin.
Bada.
Luwe.
Just like we practiced, Timo. You got this?
Mano.
Yes, would you, I like water.
Ona.
So close, let me try.
Wait, go on.
It's not fair. You caught me off guard.
No.
Ahem. Your Grace? What a long day it has been. If you could... Cough, cough.
I'm okay.
If you could pass me this mug, Your Grace. Oh, I'm so thirsty.
Abuwa.
Now, would you like me to pour you some wine, milady?
Abuwa.
Or is there a chance you expected something to happen with the mug? Oh, we forgot to put water inside.
Hey, where?
This is too hard.
More.
We should have stuck to reading. You're right, this is not good enough. Father, what did you think? Would that impress Asalia when she gets here? You need to try harder.
Bakubaye.
I see where you are going with this prank, but I think you can do better.
Dadabo.
Besides, are you sure you want to welcome your sister with a prank? She always calls me Little Dumpling in her letters.
Talaka.
It's been over a year since she went adventuring. I need to prove to her I'm not so little anymore.
Ubla.
Asalia was the queen of pranks. The only way is to beat her at her own game.
Tamakova.
You've given me plenty to think about. Thank you, Your Grace.
Alakani.
Let's go, Timo. Time to see if we can come up with something more sophisticated.
Hey, whoa.
Maybe we could ask Domovoi for help.
Wow, qua sao ảo ấy?
Father told me he may be responsible for all sorts of misfortunes in the household. We will need to prepare some offerings.
Tanakili.
Sometimes I feel like you know more about Davern than I do. Tell me more.
Oh.
Yes, Your Grace. Well, let's save things, I suppose.
Goodbye.
At least she's not causing any harm. Sleazy Weasel.
Bada
I wanted to see how you're doing.
Ano.
Oh, ugh, you startled me.
Nama.
I must have dozed off.
Weewa.
I'm sorry to wake you, darling.
Imona.
It's alright. It's the little one. He can't get comfortable.
Dewo.
How is our... I thought I already named him Amelia of Davern. And wasn't it a girl? Now I'm giving a different name? How's our Eric the Second?
Bada Abo.
Vuanana.
I hope there's a way we can heal him, his ailment. No one knows, correct?
Kubai.
It's not easy to keep this a secret. People talk.
Bawa.
Jacob already knows something is up.
Nama.
Apart from the doctor, it's just us.
Aniona.
But it's especially difficult with Sidani around.
Nemo.
Can you imagine if people found out? I prefer to focus on solutions. At last, a successor to the throne.
Kababoy.
I never imagined we'd end up with two tiny ones, though.
Fugo.
It's funny, you try for an heir for years, and then they come out like buns from the oven.
Noma.
A girl and a boy.
Ona.
But we should have known that damn ritual would have consequences.
Aboa.
We've been through so much. We will get through this as well.
Weebai.
The wall is nearly ready. The outpost is almost set up.
Ababo.
Once we deal with Jacob and Kafka, you and the prince will have my full attention.
Anapona.
I know it's hard to juggle the needs of the kingdom with the needs of family.
Numaka.
You're right. We will get through it.
Wa.
Take care, honey.
Hey, Bada.
Painting the flowers looks simple from far away,
Kubai.
but up close I can see that several individual colors were used to give each petal life. Change the painting?
하다보.
Oh, okay. Explore -4 leaves. Supplies. Okay. Okay, this doesn't take any supplies to explore. Dirty side roads? Rewards gold. Rewards item and prosperity. Alright, well, let's head here. The King's men found the sleazy weasel. A local tavern, surprisingly. Excuse me. It had a beautiful dark timber ceiling and hanging flowers. Not sleazy at all. No weasels to be seen either. The innkeeper did not seem very happy to have royal units come marching in. What do you want here? Agents asked to speak with the innkeeper about monsters and mythical beasts. Agents left? The last hunting trip of the year before winter set off for the forest not too long ago, they passed through here and told us they were headed up north for the mighty oak. If I were to guess, they knew something, and that's where your beast is at, but it might be a tricky situation getting there. He paused. Going over the high bridge will not be an easy feat right now due to situations with the roads. The innkeeper scowled pointedly at the royal agents. You can also take the long way around through the open fields, but it will be costly, and only God knows what you might encounter. The folks at Stahu village could probably help you find a faster way. Agents left. Agents left the inn, although rather reluctantly. Stahu village. Agents encountered a small village, no more than 5 families sharing 2 huts and a little barn. Everywhere they turned, they saw ruined fences and rotting barrels, and stench of cow manure hung in the air. There was no sign of a lion. The scattering of people still made a great commotion. "My husband is missing," a woman wailed again and again. The village elder who was comforting her turned to the royal agents. He told them he wanted to see the king at Grevno Castle regarding a beast and a missing person. Then he sent the agents on their way with a piece of bread. Crumbs, really. Okay, well, we can't get there. Can't go there. Can't go there. We don't have enough supplies. Nor there. I don't think there's anything else to do. Okay, that's how you get supplies. That's how you get taxes. Alright, hopefully that'll work. So we paid the agents. Okay, why is that? We need to choose the location for the outpost today, Your Grace.
우와.
Your Grace,
Super Tornov.
I may not have forgiven this whole prison sentence thing, but
Hello?
thanks to the paints and parchments you supplied, I was able to create you this gift for you.
우와.
It's beautiful.
하.
Your
Your Grace, you haven't noticed the best thing about it.
But no so.
I told you I was in prison for espionage, did I not? Well, I spy for all kinds of people. This here is a visual representation of Atana's supply stash. All things beautiful are also useful, are they not?
두바이.
This is fantastic. My agents will retrieve this immediately.
까바보이.
But why would you help Davern? This prison sentence has hardly been kind.
Tornov.
It is a roof over one's head.
Hello?
I'm a mercenary spy. Your Grace, this is the safest place I've slept in years.
No so.
Don't hurry the sentence up or anything. Alright, so he's happy in our dungeon. Did I get supplies for that? I don't remember. I thought I had 15, not 17.
Nahana.
Your Grace, sir. Indeed, bad omens have fallen upon our village. First, there was a terrible growling, like the very sky was tearing itself apart. Then our livestock started disappearing mysteriously. Everyone here grew hungry and sick. They say an evil beast makes its lair in the mighty oak. But 'tis haunted business indeed, and we want no part of it. Please, Your Grace, just leave this place. If you insist on investigating the mighty oak, well, we could show you the way, but we fear further curses from the beast. Perhaps if you could spare some food or medicine, even supplies would be welcome. Can we give 2 wine? And her? Does that work? Thank you, Your Grace. This will certainly make it worth our while. Tell your men to head north of the village. They can find markings on the trees that will take them to the oak in no time. This is scandalous. Beasts are haunting our land, and for what? Your amusement? Haven't we been through enough? They warned us.
Boa.
Calm yourself and get to the point.
Bye.
What is it you want? How can you even ask that? Are you not the one who let lions loose to terrorize the villages? Is it not by your own order that these new toll stations have sprouted along our roadways?
Obawa.
You think I set beasts free in the forest.
Dokoi.
Why would I do that? What toll stations? Do not play the fool. We have seen it with our own eyes. The swans were right. You drive your people to desperation on purpose so that you can swoop in to play the hero.
Bye.
I understand now. You have been tricked. The bandit gang known as the Swans has been causing chaos in the area and spreading lies to Davern's people.
Bye.
They are the true source of your misfortune. I knew you would try this to twist your way out of this. Blast your lies. Blast your evil games. We will see who has the final say. It can be rather difficult to reason with the populace, Your Grace. You're telling me. Someone may be stirring up the people's discontent for their own benefit. I will keep my eye out and let you know what more I learn. Your Grace, you might have already heard of me. I'm the fortune teller you didn't know you needed. Renowned for my accurate readings. My work is immaculate, and it will only cost you breadcrumbs. Usually, I would ask my apprentice Tabulus, the pigeon, to help me out, but he got lost. Some food might inspire my vision, unless you're inclined to help me get a new prognosticating pigeon. You'd better get to work on rebuilding some houses around the village and make yourself useful. No need to get personal. It can't be helped then. Seems like our king is a hard nut to crack. Okay. This has been a hell of a week for me, Your Grace. At first, I misplaced my hat, only to find it on my head later that same day. If it wasn't for all that itching, I probably wouldn't have reached out to scratch my head. I guess I have lice to thank for that one. Everyone already takes me for a doofus, so to prove myself, I volunteered to seek help from the king. You see, I was made responsible for moving the hay into the barn for the winter. A simple task for a simple man, they said. It was my third day on the job. I moved a whole lot of hay, my muscles sore as ever. So I treated myself to a little break. I lit a small bonfire to warm up some soup. Everything was going well, till a little bunny came from behind the barn. So I went after the cute little thing, only to come back to the whole barn on fire. Now all our hay is gone, and the pigs have no shelter or food for the winter. Please help, Your Grace. I need to redeem myself somehow. Let's see if we have enough to help you.
Bye.
Oba
Thank you, Your Grace. Seems like I've actually done something right for once.
The
The village said if I don't sort this out, I will be sleeping with the cows. What a relief. We were clearing out a forest for a new pasture strip, Your Grace. Usually everything goes rather smoothly, Your Grace, but not this time. One of the trees we cut down didn't land where we thought it would. You see, Papa doesn't hear well anymore. Must have been all those years at the sawmill. I tried shouting at him, waving, but he was too lost watching those birds of his. It was a white-backed woodpecker, or something along those lines. Woodpecker? He says they're rare to see, but I wouldn't know. The point is, the tree fell on him, and his leg got trapped under one of the branches. We got him out from under the log, but the leg is smushed to a pulp. Very nasty. You're our last hope, Your Grace. Well, I mean, if we're going to use her, we might as well use her, huh? I don't see anyone else in line. I hope this is enough to ease the pain. Thank you, Your Grace. We won't forget your generosity. I'll get back to Papa right away. I can't wait to tell him he might get another chance to see the wood bird. Occasionally, individuals will offer their services to the king. You may accept their help, and they will become your agent. New agents will be added to the agent panel in the summary screen. Let me present you with a gift, Your Grace. Well, isn't that nice? This is a gift. Whose head is on my floor? This fella is, well, he was one of the swans. Had just about enough of these people round my parts. Heard one of them in the tavern squawking about how they run this country. No more. Them swans really get on my nerves. So if you'd like help turning some white feathers red, I'm your man. Then I would have to pay you, right? I'm already paying 2 agents pretty much the entire wage of the country. So now we have a new agent that wants the rest of it? Alright, that's exactly what I need right now. Your methods are extreme, but effective. You seem eager to get out in the field. I'm in no position to turn down the help. And I can't turn down a hot meal at the end of the work day. Simple as that. Just one thing. I don't mingle with magic. Very well. Can someone please tidy up this mess? Much better. Oh yeah. I can't click on those things right now. Can I click on them now? No. What if I hit tab? It has been a couple of days since the king last saw what his daughter was up to. He looked for her around the castle. King Eric was accused of setting dangerous beasts loose on the townsfolk cadaver. Alright, let's head to the wall.
Eh?
Any news about the lions, Your Grace?
Kaiwada.
You cannot imagine the trouble your big cat rampage is causing me.
Baraka.
The local villagers are up in arms. They think I set the beast loose on them.
Mana?
Your Grace, it's not my fault any more than it is yours.
Taramonya.
It's them swans. They have no idea how valuable these creatures are. Careless bandits.
Ano maniro.
I'm not for them. I'd be counting my gold from a happy Lord Marcel, and you would even know I exist.
Lama noma.
Now I'm forced to share a cut of my profit with you in exchange for help. Hardly the life I dreamed of as a girl.
Bayo.
The situation is what it is, I suppose.
Abua.
We must both try our best to find them as soon as possible. What is for sale?
The king?
Can I see the goods you have for sale?
Mira.
Of course, trinkets, artifacts, food, and wine. Medicine, sturdy boots, limestone.
Onahiro.
Awa.
Europa.
Iwa. Ay. Wa.
Okay. We're getting closer to having enough limestone. Okay, the kids don't seem to be around here. This only takes one. Rewards item prosperity. Brambles and overgrowth practically hid the path, but after a few scratches the agents saw the old oak looming at last. Metal? The royal agents made their long journey to the mighty gnarled oak that stood like a fortress in the forest. Inside the cavernous trunk lay the golden body of an enormous creature with daggered-side claws and a wild man. On closer inspection, the agents saw a dark blood stain on the oak and blood matting the lustrous fur. The magnificent beast had died in the wood, far from its home. Perhaps a hunter found it. Yanka won't be pleased her cargo didn't survive. Sword? Dark caves. Your agents prepared to enter an ominous cave with no way of knowing what was inside. Can we just reset? We didn't use the supplies, right? Okay. Four, 5. Prosperity, gold. Sleazy weasel. Encountered a band of hooligans making a ruckus. Can that be used? How much gold? Like 5 or something? Increase threat, prosperity. A massive bear reared up before your agent. They knew better than to charge at it head on, and instead wisely drove it off with noise. Construction. Metal. Sword. Huh. I don't know how to... Okay, well, I can't afford this one either. Well, it seems like we can afford this one. But it's the worst one. Is there a way to buy linen?
Cowboy.
Kiro. Naya.
Awa. Kiwa.
Ada. Nasibo. Apa na bora? Europa. Maniro. Tama na. Amanoma. Alam mo.
Wong. Bada wong.
Alright, well, I got a painting.
Up a bomb?
Dara.
Sturdy boots, medicine, limestone. I don't have enough money for either of these.
Bye.
Yeah.
Abiwa.
Hey. Hey.
Well, I don't have much of an option other than the Kirby Thicket. Are there more items here I don't see? Painting of Torlando?
Bye.
Cool by
I've prepared the location to await Kafka's army. I see we chose the Kirby Thicket. The forest is hardly ideal, but it's better than nothing. I will send for Lord Jacob immediately. The wall is in progress, but it looks like we can easily get it done in time for his arrival.
Bayo.
Strange, Sidani is normally in here. Where did she run off to this time?
Okay.
Yes, father?
Awa.
What are you doing here?
Hello.
Where's your mother?
Amakush.
The queen asked us to watch the babies.
Dalaka.
I think she went to have a bath.
Nuvuguru.
She strictly instructed, no touching, no making noises, just watching the babies sleep, no touching.
Baboy.
I have great news for you, Tima.
Awa.
Your father will be back soon.
Awa.
We just sent for him.
Away.
Oh,
Warne.
understood, Your Grace.
Already.
Thank you, Your Grace. Aren't you happy to hear this?
Fane.
Very happy, but
Warne.
I'm concentrating.
The bows away, like.
Mum instructed me to watch the prince while she takes a bath. Mum? Aw.
On our way.
I mean the queen.
Never has it.
She asked me to help guard the babies,
Hey, where?
and to be quiet.
Wa.
Understood,
Wow.
Tima. You're doing a great job.
Ba.
Kids, stay here.
Doi.
Your Grace?
Ooh.
The wall.
Aka.
What happened here?
Ba wo.
Magic. What else could it be?
Hey, what?
Bad spell for certain.
Kira wa.
Guards, clear out the rocks. Search the rubble. Help the wounded.
Kira wa ga.
Lord Jacob is on his way. We'll be defenseless.
Awa.
I want a full report on the
Kabaway.
casualties, equipment, damage, delays. Ugh. Gah. The threat increases. The collapse of the castle wall leaves Grevno vulnerable. The threat to your kingdom increases. Lord Jacob is on his way with Baron Kafka close behind. If the wall is not repaired in time, the disaster is certain. The threat is rising, plus 20. Various expected or unexpected events will increase the threat level. If the threat reaches maximum, you will lose your kingdom. Reduce the threat by completing quests and exploring the map. I wonder if that last thing I did where I decreased the threat was, well, too early? As there was no threat to decrease. Keeping your population happy is important. Whenever the happiness level drops too low, you may increase it by sharing your prosperity with the populace. Press and hold the increase happiness button to convert prosperity to happiness. Try to keep your happiness from falling below 0. Efficiency plus 40. Efficiency plus 30. Efficiency plus 30. Plus 10 versus combat. Plus 10 versus labor versus animals. Minus 20 versus magic. Minus 20 when paired with witch. Right. So how do I... Oh, this is where you unlist. Okay. I don't have enough. Damn it. Laws. Here you can pass various laws of Davern. Your kingdom level will determine how many laws you'll be able to pass. Every kingdom level will allow you to pass a law. No, no demanding. 9 supplies. I thought I had 10. Evidently it cost a supply for that law? Alright, I read this completely wrong. Decreases the difficulty of combat quests, -1 supply per week. I thought that was reading as the combat quest was going to take 1 less supply to accomplish. Okay. Well, it is what it is. Here's my report on the wall collapse, Your Grace. Ahem. Oh, my love, my dear, sweet honey, your beauty is blinding as the sun in the sky. Huh? Oh no, that's the wrong page. Ah, got it. Ahem. My soldiers have a concussion. The chef has broken his arm, and the master builder is dead. And at least 10 men have minor injuries. Wait, what was that? The master builder died? Then who's supervising the construction now? Not to worry, Your Grace. We've already found a qualified replacement. He's waiting at the site. That's a relief to hear. We have no time to waste. He showed all the right qualifications, Your Grace. Given our urgent situation, I agree we can hardly afford to linger on decisions. Hopefully the recovery will be quick. And here comes the people of Dover. You can deal with them first or check the building site. I received your signal. We are on our way to you, with Kafka's army not far behind. Let us crush them against your walls. We should reach Grosvenor within the next 4 weeks. See you soon, my friend, Jacob. The wall in this condition, we can't possibly face Kafka's army. It won't be easy to reach Jacob while he's on the move. And we'd be unable to stop Kafka's men right now as it is. I have to get that wall fixed in time. As the walls crumble down, and with Jacob on his way back to Grosvenor, the threat will increase every week. If the threat reaches maximum, the game will be over. Alright. So to me, can we get out of our chair here and deal with these people later? The king is walking off and going to the council room. Where we're gonna save the game. And call it an episode. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Softwareblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. And until the next time, all peace.